fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on a team that's made the long trek cross-country, the Oregon Ducks. It is time for the kickoff classic and a new season of college football underway on EA Sports. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 1st and 10, Florida. Out of the gun, it's White. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
39-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's White. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Throwing after the interception. White. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback third into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. From 3 yards out. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. And I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. To throw again, White. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's White on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simpson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You know, Charles, you and I get to call a lot of games at the next level, but walking into the stadium, there's just something about the college atmosphere, the bands, the pageantry. So nice for us to be able to get the assignment to call a few games on Saturdays this fall because, let's be honest, there's nothing like college football.
I would agree with that. Look, there's electricity that crackles no matter whether it's college or the NFL. But this is a different vibe altogether when you're talking about a college game. And how about the one we're getting right out of the gate? 2 powerhouses in the college football world going at it to get things started.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
under pressure, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, White.
The quarterback is sacked.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Gators nothing.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
The incomplete pass there, and you think about the quarterback position in college football. Kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up just like that. He's off to the NFL, so what we're seeing here, a first ever college start at the court. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score. Ducks 28. Gators nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give it. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's White. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is taken at the 18. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Gators, nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
To about the 39.
He's brought down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the ground, Ellington.
Kent Ellington.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, White. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Ellington. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or something.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 2nd down, it's Ferguson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. It's caught. He finds Myers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. From 17 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start, and with 3 touchdown passes.
That's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
10 at their own 25.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long. Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. There he goes, left side.
Ain't doing
and
nothing.
He is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. As his guys continue to pour it on. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So
it's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire...
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is Ellington. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Jennings. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. About 3 yards there to the 27. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
The 27-yard line.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like, because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. LaShawn Parsons there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story, because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. How about that? Their cornerback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is right through.
The score, Ducks 70. Gators nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Score, Ducks 70. Gators nothing.
Again, they run with Ellington. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A great play there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And this offense continues to pour it on. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's thrown 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off play action. Here's White. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Gators, nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, White, and Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, White. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd down and
White now to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out.
And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll start by running the option to the right. It's going to be a 19-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and forever.
Knox 85. Gators nothing.